Well, folks, Donald Trump actually released a policy platform on Thursday for his 2024 presidential campaign. I know it's a bit of a shocker. Didn't think he even cared about policy. Didn't think he understood policy. And if you read his policy, you understand that he does not understand policy and that he genuinely is as stupid as ever. His policy primarily pertains to social media. What he wants to do is go through the government and root out anybody that may have been colluding, as he put it, with social media companies to censor American citizens. He's, of course, basing that off the recently released Nothing Burger called the Twitter Files, which alleged to show that the government was telling people to censor people at Twitter to censor people and stories and whatever, but that's not even really what had happened. But Trump has taken this, distorted it even further, and now put it in a platform saying, we're going to root out all these government people. We're going to investigate all these tech companies. We're going to make sure that they're not allowed to block or censor anybody. You do know that you own a social media company, right? Truth Social. Have you forgotten about that? So all of these things you're proposing, all of this increased oversight and regulation would come and hit you as well. So just want to make sure you're aware that you're also going to get screwed from this. But the real part that stuck out to me, and the real part that is just painfully stupid, is his repeated call to repeal and modify, of course, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Section 230 has long been the bane of Donald Trump's existence. He wants Section 230 gone. He's tried a couple times while he was president. Republicans have attacked Section 230. Even some on the left have attacked Section 230. And if you're not familiar with it, what Section 230 does is it gives websites, social media platforms included, immunity from anything posted on their site. So if you post something illegal on Facebook, you can get in trouble, but Facebook can't. If you make a website and it's hosted by GoDaddy and you're doing illegal things with the website, you can get arrested. GoDaddy can't get in trouble for allowing that to happen. You take away Section 230, you take away the protection of websites, but most importantly, social media platforms. And there's arguments on both sides, right? And we've heard both arguments. The argument for doing away with it is, hey, these websites have to be accountable for what they're allowing out there. They see it happening. They're not doing anything about it. People are getting hurt. I get that. But what also happens, because Republicans think Section 230 is leading to censorship, Section 230, if it were repealed, would basically do away with all social media, including YouTube, by the way. Because what Section 230 being repealed would mean is that every single piece of content put on YouTube, YouTube would be liable for it. Just like every tweet, Twitter, Elon Musk, would be liable for it. So if you get on YouTube and defame somebody, like if you do that right now, you can be sued, but YouTube can't. But if you repeal Section 230 and then you defame somebody on YouTube, you will get sued and YouTube will get sued. Just like if the New York Times defames somebody in an article, not only does the writer of the article get sued, but the paper itself gets sued. So you have the publisher and the platform. And that's what would change. So if you got on Twitter and defamed somebody or announced you were going to do something illegal, you'd get in trouble and Twitter would get in trouble. So what that will lead to is increased censorship from these platforms, removing any and everything that could be defamatory, that could be illegal, that could be suggesting violence. We would see more censorship than we have ever seen. And these morons don't seem to understand that that's what would happen if you repeal Section 230. That also means, by the way, that Donald Trump would be liable personally for every single thing posted on Truth Social. And I don't think he wants to put himself through that legal headache. But based on his platform, he does, because as I said, he's as dumb as ever, and he didn't think any of this through. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it,
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.